We're getting ready to do Echoes of the Past. We'll go over the decks again real quick. Let's hop into them. So Patrice, we upgraded with her 6 XP. She got 2 old key rings. So basically, she's setting up her Astral Mirror loop with scavenging and Chauffeur's Catalog. You'll see it as we play. But we're really just setting up to set locations to 0 and then succeed that way to ignore the Chaos Bag as much as possible. And then for Leo, we grab Stick to the Plan and get over here. Because we're doing Echoes of the Past, we know we have to kill a monster that's kind of far away on the first turn. And this gives us the ability to do that easily. Also, Stick to the Plan is one of the best cards. We're already playing Hit and Run, so that's a good setup card for it. We do want to get a third tactic or a third supply card in. Easy Mark is neither, it's a trick. And this is a favor, and this is a favor and a service, so we need to get at least one more. I have a couple of ideas of what I want to do. We'll see which one I end up going with. Always at the end, there could potentially be like emergency cash too, but I think I'll do something different. Either way, there you go. We still have our 2 blades, our 2 machetes, and our horde of allies. Alright, let's go back to the game display. Make sure Twitch is loaded. Why is it showing a black screen? It says that I'm live if I click live. It's very strange. Okay, now it's good. Alright, let's get into Tabletop Simulator. We'll place down Echoes of the Past. We'll click Build. Alright, so remember we're playing the Return to, so the setup's slightly different. Normally when you do Echoes of the Past, there's only the 3 quiet halls, 2 quiet halls in the entry hall, but now there's going to also be a basement. And it can, so you can see here, these are the basement, ground floor, second floor, third floor, and that's explained over here on the Return to card. So grab the extra cards, grab one of the basements. When you put them in, put all 3 copies in along with the other ones. Yeah, so in short, we're just going to shuffle, 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 take one out, shuffle, 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 take one out, shuffle, 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 take one out, take one out. And then we're just going to put these in appropriately. And then this way we don't know which ones are in here. We just throw them right into the trash can. And then for the duration of the scenario, this following rule will apply. After we investigate to Act 2 or to Act 3, spawn a Keeper of the Oath in an empty Historical Society location and attach this as a reminder. Alright, we'll head up here to read the prologue. Sebastian was interviewed, so we get to use his information and put 2 clues into the entry hall. So that's where we're going to begin. And we're just going to take 2 clues and put them here. So normally there wouldn't be clues, so getting clues is going to be at a premium, and this gives us an advantage. Gather the following cards plus the return to cards. Only gather these cards from that set. Choose the floors. We did all that. Set the following cards aside. That's done. There are 2 players, so we're going to search for 1 copy of Seeker of Carcosa and spawn it at the 3rd floor. We did not flee the dinner party, so we are good to go. Alright, so we have to go into here and look for the person, the Seeker of Carcosa. So these all have a keyword here, and it says whenever an enemy spawns at this location, reveal it. Right, and so you can see up here, they need to spawn on any of the 3rd floor locations. So we'll just pick the one on the right, like I did. That will happen, and then its ability is at the end of the Mythos phase, we're going to move a token, a clue from its location to it. In this location, or sorry, in this scenario, any Doom is going to be skipped, but whenever clues are placed on an enemy, they get flipped to become Doom. Sorry about the loud noise, but we've got, here we have 4 clues to advance. Alright. So that's it, shuffle the encounter deck, and then that's the setup, and do not read. Okay, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We'll do mulligans, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Boop, boop, do. can't have a weakness in our opener. And let's switch out to this. We don't want that early. We're not going to have time to play that. We don't want that early. We're definitely going to play this, which means this will probably be active, so we'll do that. Perfect. We're going to play that too. Wonderful. Alright, so you'll be able to see how the Astral Mirror loop works. We had it kind of set up in the last playthrough in the dining party, but we had to play our fine clothes for all the parlay. So now we're just set up. For Leo, we have the 1 Charisma, our Obol, and our Stick to the Plan. That's right. So before we continue, we need to go in here and take out our cards, which I should have done before I shuffled. But I wasn't thinking. So we get to grab our Hit and Run and our Get Over here. So we only have 2 options for right now, but they're both really good. You'll see the Hit and Run if we have call for backup. That's when I like to play it. I'll show you that interaction. Alright, so we're going to draw our cards. We do not want First Aid in the opener. We don't want Steadfast, and we don't need Easy Mark. Sled Dogs are great. So we'll just draw 3. Okay, well we have almost all of the Sled Dogs, which is good. It means we're going to have the entire train. Alright, so we go first. We'll react and reduce the cost of Sled Dog to play it with our Leo action. We will... Oh, wait, I forgot to put us into the correct location. We start here in the entry hall. We will move up a square into this Quiet Hall's location, which is conveniently 2 away, which is how far away we need to be for Get Over here. But we will play 3 to play a second Sled Dog. Oh, I put it in the Charisma slot, didn't I? Yeah. You could think of it as in the Ally slot, whatever works for you. The way it's going to work is I have the Mitch Brown slot, the Leo slot, and then the 4 Sled Dog slots that Mitch Brown will give us. The only way this won't work is if we hit... what is it? We need to... If we hit Leo before we hit Mitch here, we'll have to wait on Leo because of the way timing works. I'll explain it if it happens. Alright, so we're here. We've used 1 action to play our dog and 1 action, to move. So here we can fight with plus X, so it would be 6, and we would do 2 damage, and that's not enough to kill. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use Exhaust Stick to the Plan to play Get Over here. Oh, we have to pay the cost for that. Silly me. That doesn't work then. Alright, let's pick this back up and go 1, 2, 3. We've already moved. Let's draw a card then. Okay, that's not what we wanted. We are going to play Get Over here. Yeah, we need to get that guy out. Oh, because we're gonna do 1 damage from the playing the card. Never mind. What I did was correct the first time. I'm gonna play the Sled Dog. I forgot I have to actually fight it first. So we'll pull this guy down and he'll engage with us. And then we fight 4 to 2, which is plus 2. Let me look at the bag. Yeah, plus 2 is fine. We'll succeed and deal 1 damage. Then we'll use Sled Dogs to fight. So we're 6 to 2, which is plus 4. And we succeed and we get to go fishing. And hey, there's that Leo DeLuca. So we can't play Leo and the other Sled Dog, so we're going to just hold off on Leo. But this does 2 damage, which brings it to 3, which kills this guy. Alright, that worked out. So now it's Patrice's turn. So we're going to start by playing Astral Mirror. You see here that you can use Arcane slots as hand slots as long as they're empty. And then you may take an additional action during your turn to play a hand slot. So we can play our violin, like so. And then what we're going to do is discard the other Astral Mirror to gain a resource. So we've only spent 1 action and our bonus action. We're going to then commit Last Chance to an Investigate. So we lose 1, so we're 6. This is 2, so we're plus 4. We will succeed and grab one of these clues that was left for us. And then we will gain a resource with our last action because investigating at even doesn't seem very good. So we'll do Upkeep. I forgot to discard this, so we draw a different card. There we go. Upkeep for Leo. We're starting the Easy Mark train, so we stick that over there. Doom on the agenda. Oh wait, I couldn't have done this because I didn't have the money. That's the reason why I backed up. Arg. Can I just go back in time enough? Let's go back further. Okay. We have gone back in time to fix the problem that I created. Alright, we have spent our first turn, our first action rather, moving up. That is done. We have reacted to play our sled dog. If we spend 3 to play this sled dog, we will not have enough resources to play get over here, which we need. This is how fast it is. Let's gain a resource, then let's play get over here from stick to the plan. When we did this test, we'll just test again. That's still a success, so we deal damage. Okay, so we could fight with sled dogs, or we could do the hit and run trick to get the extra damage in. Yeah, let's do that. It's not super ideal, but it's better than failing. We did this, and then we test, and we succeed, and it dies. And then this will come back to our hand. Okay, now we have not cheated. And then this we can just leave the same. So it was this, we spent all of our resources. We did this, we grabbed a clue. We grabbed another resource. And then we discard this and do upkeep. Okay. Sorry about that. I convinced myself for a second somehow that I could do what I did, and I remembered that I couldn't because of, oh, I don't get money twice, because of the cost of the get over here. For some reason in my head it was free, and I remembered that it wasn't. Alright, so Doom on the agenda for reals. Shuffle the encounter deck. We didn't advance, so that's all that cares about. He needs to go to an empty location, so we'll pick this one, which will reveal this location. He'll grab. There is no Doom yet, and so we have to draw one as Patrice, because there's no Doom on the Wizard of the Order, so we have to go get one. Okay, we'll grab an Acolyte just for the sake of it, and then since we draw, we have to put it in any empty location, so we'll just get more information and put it over here. Oh, that's neat. It's a way to take Doom off of an enemy and turn it into clues. So at the end of the Mythos phase, we have to put a Doom on him. That's per his rules, and then we can go. We're going to start with Leo. Leo's going to use his react to get down a sled dog. We're going to move into they're going to go over to here for now because I want to make sure we succeed. And then we'll fight him with quick thinking. We succeed by 2, so we get our action back. So down, then back up. He dies. We will gain a resource and move back to the center. Alright, so it's now Patrice's turn. She's going to need to set up a little bit, so she will. We'll start by discarding this to draw a card. Okay, we're going to use our free action from the Astral Mirror to play Old Keyring. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not correct. First, we're going to play Schofner's Catalog. Then we're going to use our free action from the Astral Mirror to play Keyring. So, in short, I'm saving myself some money so that way I can play Mrs. Doyle. So we get to pick, or rather, we get one of these at random, which is the fighter. Okay, well, that would have been good to know a moment ago, but that's okay. And then we're going to investigate the location. It is currently a 2. we are even to it. So we'll just make it a 0, and then we'll commit these because we can. And we succeed. So we draw, or we get the clue. Alright, so we're kind of set up here. The only thing we're missing now is scavenging, so we can loop, but we'll see if we get that. That's all of our actions. Then we go to upkeep, because this is not a hunter. He just has retaliate. Alright, so we did not get some of the things we were hoping for, but that's okay. Upkeep over here. Okay, again, not what we were exactly hoping for. We ready Leo as well. Oh wait, we don't put Doom on the agenda, that's right. This one blocks us from doing that by the agenda itself. But that's fine. Alright, and then draw an encounter card. Place 2 more Doom on this guy. 1, 2. So we're definitely going to need to fight him immediately. If there's a cultist play with Doom, oh no. Move all Doom from each cultist to the current agenda, and this may cause it to advance. If there are no cultist enemies in play with Doom, oh no. Did I just get blown out? Yeah. Alright, well, all this Doom goes off. We're going to leave the 1 to shortcut the fact that like it's not on right now, right? To be clear. Then the Mythos phase is about to end, and so we put it on. So we don't advance, but now we're in a very dire situation. Getting that card right away after the other card is just absolutely brutal. Okay, so we'll have Leo go. Leo will begin by reacting and spending 2 resources to play this sled dog, and Leo will go on in, and he will fight with the sled dogs. So he succeeds, does 3 damage, so that's enough to kill it. And then we'll gain a resource, looking to... oh, actually, never mind, we'll investigate. We're +1. Yeah. What are the... Actually, let's look at the bad things before we risk it here. Alright, there's no Doom, so those are 0s. We'll place Doom on enemies, but there's no enemies. We could discard a random card, which we have 2 of the same. And there is no enemies, so yeah, that's fine. We'll investigate at +1. Hey, we succeeded. So Leo grabs a clue. It's always nice when the fighter can help out. Alright, so now it's Patrice's turn. This is the investigating cat, which is cool. I think what we're going to do, whoops, is begin by playing Delve Too Deep and just getting it out of the way. Leo does have a clue, so they must test. They are -1, so they're just going to probably drop this clue back down. Yep, we place a Doom on an enemy, but there aren't any, and then we just drop the clue back down, which is good. And then over here, we have no hidden cards, and we have to surge. We do have clues. We don't want to test this, though, so we're going to... Oh, we don't have resources. We'll use this as a fast. We'll discard Augur to gain a resource, and then we'll use the resource to play Ward of Protection to block false leads. And then Delve Too Deep will go into the victory display. And that's action 1. Action 2, we'll step into this room. Okay, it's the same one as that one, but that's alright. We don't need to increase our intellect when we use our keyring, so we succeed. Oh, and actually, you know what? I messed up. When you use the keyring, you're supposed to take 2 clues, if it's a Shroud of 0. So there you go. I messed up against myself. And then with our remaining action... Oh, actually, I think we have... Oh, these 2 are connected. That's interesting. Oh, I've never had that come up. That's cool. I don't think I've ever pulled the same 2 locations. Alright. So we have enough clues to advance now, because we grabbed both, so we're going to just advance and see what comes up, right? For each revealed location, add their clues back to it. Okay, so this one has 2 already. This doesn't count because it's a... whatchamacallit location. It's a, it's not a historical society, it's just the floor. We had the 2 extra clues that were put there. Alright, but we advance, so we just move on, and then there's some neat lore there to read. We need 4 more clues to advance again, so we'll just investigate again, and we'll commit gumption this time to make it a 0 test without raising our intellect, which works and saves our keyring. There's no Doom in play, so even if there was, it's not the red squid of Doom, so we succeed again. And that's our turn. So we discard our card and do upkeep over here. We do upkeep over here. We don't put Doom on the agenda, so encounter cards. Okay, there's no hidden cards. Okay, so it just spawns up to the person with the most clues, which is Leo. And you move clues to him, and then the clues become Doom and all that fun stuff. Okay. Counter card over here. Oh, this one. Oop, whoops. I drew it into the wrong hand. When your turn ends, if you do not gain a resource, you'll take a direct damage in horror. Well, that's probably going to happen, right? Alright, so let's use our player window to play Premonition so that we know what the next test is going to be. It's going to be a +0. So I think we're going to have Leo go first. He's 4/4, so he's just going to fight. And then he pulls the 0 from Premonition and does 1 damage. Then he'll use his sled dogs. And he succeeds to do 3 damage, which conveniently is enough to kill it. So that's his second action. And then with his third action, he'll investigate. Oh, actually, Patrice gets 2 clues, right? And she has another gumption to use? Yeah, so let's gain a resource with our third action for the future. Leo's pretty resource hungry, and we're going to want to play Mitch and the other dog when we find them. So we'll go over to here. Patrice will use a move action to come up. Then we'll commit gumption to make it a 0. We succeed. So we'll take both of these clues. And then we can spend these clues in advance. So let's do that. Alright, for each location, put the clues back, choose an investigator to get Mr. Peabody, and put the hidden library location into play. Okay, so there's the hidden library. I think it just goes over here, maybe? Yeah, it's its own little thing. That's not Mr. Peabody. That is. Okay, obviously we're going to give Mr. Peabody to Patrice. Unfortunately, that is going to end Mrs. Doyle's time. So we're going to have to... actually, yeah. We're going to have to let Mrs. Doyle go away. So that means she goes to the discard pile, because he does take up an ally slot. So we lose Zeal back to the bonded zone, and then we had Augur in the discard pile. And then we're going to have to search through here and pull out, I believe it's Hope is the third cat? Yeah, there we are. Because we can't afford to have Leo lose his sled dog. And we don't have Mitch yet to free us up the spot. So it is what it is. Alright, we put those things into play and we're good to go. Now we need to spend 6 clues at the hidden library. Well, you can only enter the hidden library from a place with passageway, and this doesn't have that. So we'll use our third action, or we'll use this action here to discard Idol of Xanatos to let Leo draw a card. Because it's for any investigator to gain a resource, and so we want Leo to get stuff. He's falling behind-ish. And then with the third action, we'll move out, because the violin itself doesn't use an action. I realize I said using it as an action, but it's a fast. Alright, so we'll discard from our hand. At the end of our turn, we didn't take a resource action, so we take a direct damage in horror, and we discard this. Then we go to upkeep and draw. Okay, well. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Upkeep. Alright. No Doom on the agenda, and encounter card. Revealed location with the most clues, so that would be this one. And then this one says when it comes here, he gets a clue. And then his rule says to flip the agenda rule flips it to the Doom side. So if we don't kill him, we're going to advance the agenda. So I definitely don't want to do that. Okay, well, we're going to put 2 more Doom on him. Right, because he has a cultist, yep. Okay. Well then, Leo's going to use the dogs to get up there, going through the quiet halls and grabbing a friend along the way. And then we're going to punch it. We're going to use Vicious Blow and watch this, and we're going to commit. So we succeed by 1, which is enough, so we get our money. This will go away. Vicious Blow does the extra damage, and we are saved by the bell. Alright, we're going to use our extra action on Astral Mirror to play Flashlight. We're going to discard Idol of Xanatos to draw a card. Oh, sorry, to gain a resource, not draw a card. Actually, no, we will draw a card. Never mind. Okay, we can't use that for anything. If we try to evade, we can reduce it by 2 to 3, so we're just not going to pass that, so let's just not try. This does have passageway, so let's go 1, 2 to get up here, right, and set up. And then let's investigate the location and take heart in the knowledge that we're going to fail. We're looking for some, basically for more resources than we could get. Oh, actually, no. Let's instead of that, we're gonna be here. We'll just do one action to move, and then we'll click. Oh, whoops! We'll click off our internal injury. So now we don't discard our Watcher. So we'll just do upkeep like that. Unfortunately, we didn't get good stuff. Okay, we might choose to fight it because we can. What, we would be 6, 7. We'd be +2. +2 isn't the worst. Alright. Now, finally, a weapon for Leo. No Doom, and then upkeep. Must either spend a clue or take 2 damage. Well, we don't have any clues, so we'll take the damage, but we have puppies to hold on to that for us. So that's done. Okay, and this one is, you must move at least once, so we're probably going to be doing that. So, yeah, let's move in here to join Leo. Let's discard Look What I Found to gain a resource. Let's investigate the location and take heart in the knowledge that we are going to fail. We are -1. We failed. So we get 2 resources and draw 2 cards. 1, 2. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do short supply. Alright. So the only way I can think of making this okay is to just, oh, whoops, put 10 cards in now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because that would push me through my deck faster. Luckily, I didn't hit any impromptu barriers in that. They were in the original cards, so there's no concern about like putting extra cards that are going to help. So we have 2 choices. We can either try to fight this monster or we can try to evade it. I think we're more likely to succeed by fighting. If we do the evade, we can make it -2, -1 because of impromptu barrier, right? So it would be a 2 to 2, so we'd be even. If we do Spectral Razor, we'll be 6 to 2, so we're +1. Plus we can add this, and so we get an extra 1. So we'd be +2. We can go to +3. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. So we're gonna play Spectral Razor and try to fight the Watcher from another dimension, and we'll commit these cards to the test. And this is our 3rd action. Well, we failed. So if you fail, put it into play engaged with you. Okay, and that was our last action. So we did not, yeah, we did not move this turn, so we take your direct damage and horror. Okay, and then we'll be discarding that at the end. So it's Leo's turn. Leo's going to attempt to sled dog his way out of it for her. And that's going to succeed and kill it, so that's good. We're going to play our machete. And let's get first aid down in case we find that nasty weakness that we know is coming. Alright, so we'll do upkeep over here. We went through our deck. We found the other delve, or by default it had to be at the bottom, right? The other delve, oh, it could have been in the 10 that we flipped through, but we found the other delve, so that's good. Over here, we'll go upkeep. Okay, no doom, so just encounter card. Acolyte needs to go to an empty location, so we'll put him... Let's think for a moment. She does have combat. She could fight him. I kind of want to put... Yeah, I'm going to put him here in the library. I think that will... yeah, I'll put him in the library. And then her encounter card. Well, our location is the revealed location with the most clues, so he goes here. And so... I'm not sure how this works. I'll take him, it's fine. So the first thing we're going to do then is play Spectral Razor on him. We are +3. Oh, actually, no. The first thing we're going to do is play Premonition to know if we succeed, which we do. Then we'll play Spectral Razor, which will kill him. Then we'll play Delve Too Deep, because we don't want to wait to find it again. So this guy goes here, and this becomes a Doom. And then we don't have any clues, so we must put a Doom on the agenda, which will cause the agenda to advance. Shuffle the discard pile into the encounter deck. Okay. Still skip the Doom, and it's the same thing, but with it's just another tick. Okay. That's fine. This goes up to the victory display, and with our third action, we're going to use Peabody to... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, we're going to give Hidden Library the passageway trait. That's what I meant to say. We'll have Leo go. He'll use his machete, so he is +2. Sure. Success. He'll then move into the Hidden Library. Oh, sorry, we advanced the agenda, right? Oh, and this is Act 2 or 3. We're supposed to... Okay, well, I made that mistake. Can't fix that now. And this needs to go to any location. So we'll put him down here. And since it's revealed, okay, it has passageway. Cool. Well, that'll be what it'll be. And then we're going to have to spawn the other one too. So there you go. Of course it has passageway. Alright. Well, then let's take this back. With our third action, I guess we'll... I didn't use the violin. We'll get a resource and play scavenging. Okay. We'll still have Leo do the fight. This guy lost his Doom, so he's basically irrelevant. Passageway means they're connected, right? Isn't that one of the keywords somewhere, or a thing? Is it on the act, maybe? Locations with passageway are connected to one another. Okay, so Leo will move into here, because they both have passageway. And he will engage this person and use the sled dogs. And commit steadfast. And kill him. He's got victory 0, so he won't do the thing. The act is greater than the agenda. Okay. Okay. So we fought the guy we moved, we fought. So we're done. So this guy's going to do his thing. He does have Hunter, and this is Passageway, so they're connected. So we're going to choose that since they both have Passageway, he's going to go to Leo. So Leo will take 1 and 1. And then at the end of the enemy phase, everyone who shares a trait has to give him a clue, but nobody has a clue, so we can't do that. So we continue, and we do upkeep. Okay, we'll use our fast window. I guess we'll do that in a moment. We don't do Doom on the agenda. We draw an encounter card. Okay, then we'll use the fast window. Okay, any empty historical location. Well, we'll pick this one because there's no clues on it. Right, oh, did this one put clues back on? I didn't actually check that. Act 2. Oh no, yeah, it was supposed to put clues back on, and I didn't get these off, so that will happen. And, ooh, whoops. Yeah. Alright, then the Mythos phase, whoops. Oh man, it's one of those days apparently. Alright, the Mythos phase ends, and he gets to eat a clue per his rules. We're going to use the sled dogs with Leo to finish this guy off. Oh, whoops. Because he has 3 health, and then we know because of the premonition that we were going to pull the -2, so we succeed. Alright. This is not a passageway, so they're not connected. And so Leo just can't get there in any meaningful way, so we're just going to let that get eaten. So then we have some time we can't do anything with, because Patrice is going to have to go. So let's draw a card. Okay, and then we'll draw another one. 1, 2, 3. Right, we fought and drew 2 cards. We're obviously going to play that next turn and be very happy. Alright, so Patrice will begin by Mr. Peabody waking up this location. The Acolyte will engage us because we're in here. We are going to attempt to fight it. This is a humanoid cultist. This only cares about monster and extra dimensional. So we would fail that. So actually what we're going to do is use the flashlight to evade. We make it a 0, but we still fail. So then, well, there's no point in trying that again. We're -1. I guess I should have committed this, right? Let's investigate. Oh, sorry. Let's first gain a resource with our violin. Then we'll play Read the Signs, which gets us to 6. The location is 4. We take an attack of opportunity on Mr. Peabody. And yeah, so we'll be +4. Whoops. +5, and if we fail again, we draw cards. We only succeed by 1, so we don't get to scavenge, unfortunately, but we do get 2 clues. Because of Read the Signs. Then we end our turn and we get punched again. And then we do upkeep. Okay. Upkeep over here. Okay. There's no hunters, no doom because of the thing. He has to grab it. Any empty one, so we're going to pick this one because there's only 1 clue here. And encounter cards. We do have clues now, so we have to test this. So we are -2. We're just going to play Water Protection, and Mr. Peabody will take the soak. Alright. So we need to have Patrice go first. She will attempt to evade using the flashlight to make it a 0 check. She succeeds, so the Acolyte will be here. With her second action, she'll give this location the hidden library passageway, so that way our friend can come. And then finally, we're going to use our old keyring charged and our flashlight together to give it -4, which gets it down to 0. And we are going to investigate. This is actually it's going to be -2, but it's okay because it's still a 0, so we succeed. And then the way old keyring works is it goes to the discard pile and we get 2 clues, so we'll take 2 clues happily. And then we succeed. It's a -2, so we actually we would have committed cards. We would have committed this, which gets us what? Or actually not that. We would commit these to get +3, so we succeed by enough to use our scavenging. Well, it doesn't matter because we're going to have to discard it anyway, but we would get the old keyring back based on the timing. But we're going to be short of resource. We used our violin, I'm pretty sure. Right, let me look at this. We played this. Oh, we didn't. No. So yeah, we would have discarded a card to get a resource, and then we get an extra action from the mirror. And that's how we do it. Okay. We gave the location passageway, so Leo can just hop in. And Leo will fight the Acolyte. Oh, this location gets eaten too. But anyway, he is gonna. Oh, he would have reacted with his sled dog. He'll fight with the sled dogs, and then he'll commit watch this to it. He succeeds, so he gets 6 resources. At any point, we'll get the 6th one. So move and fight. Acolyte to the discard pile. These are actually still set aside. We have 1 action remaining. We're not going to be doing too much of anything. Let's use first aid to heal Patrice with our 3rd action. Okay, then we'll go to upkeep. Alright, of course. Okay, well we have an ally in our hand to discard, so we will. We don't put Doom on the agenda, and encounter card. Place a clue on a cultist. We don't have any clue, so we have to place a Doom on the agenda, and that will cause us to advance. Spawn the set-aside possessed Oath Speaker in the entry hall. Okay. Sebastian is listed, so he will not get spawned. Interesting. Okay. It says while enemies are moving, this has passageway, so he'll be able to move here once he finds the location with passageway, and that one does have it. So we'll have Patrice go first. She's going to give this location passageway. She's then going to attempt to evade the Watcher from another dimension, committing Grizzled, which gives monster and extra dimensional are both of these traits. So it's going to give us +4 question marks, so +5. So we're going to be 7 to 5, so we're +2. We're going to commit this to be +3. And I guess what we should do is try to find another card that will help us. That will not. But we succeed, and then when you successfully evade the Watcher, he gets discarded. And then our Resourceful goes off, and we get to pick a Survivor card from our discard pile and bring it back to our hand. We'll pick Scavenging, which we're going to play, and that is our turn. We gave Mr. Peabody, or we used Mr. Peabody to give this passageway, so we could move here as 1, move here as 2, and let Leo start the pounding of the sled dogs. So we're fighting, we're +4, we succeed, and we do 4 damage. So we did move, fight. We now go to the hitting phase, so we take 1 and 1, and then 1 and, I don't know what's happening right now. I meant to grab this, there we go. So we take 2 and 2 from the Possessed Oath Speaker. These guys don't move, and they lost all their Doom because the agenda advanced. Yep, okay. We have to discard the cards here, because that's the rules, and then upkeep. Okay, and then upkeep, and ready. No Doom on the agenda, and encounter card. We do not have clues, so this gains Surge, unfortunately. And we don't have a clue, so we must take 2 damage. Okay. Over here, we have a bad guy. Revealed location with the most clues is actually not here, it's here. And he'll steal a clue and make it a Doom. Alright, he's not a hunter, so he's just going to stay there. Alright, so we'll have Leo go first. He'll begin by sled dogging it. +4 again. That's going to be a success, so he does 4 damage. Make sure we're hovering the right thing. There we go. That said, it still has 2 hit points remaining. Oh, sorry, here. At the beginning of the enemy phase, it must be readied or place 1 doom. Well, it was ready, so... Well, so we couldn't have readied it, so therefore it would have got a doom. Alright, that's fine. Then we'll fight it with the machete, so we're +1. We'll commit steadfast to get 2 more, so we're +3, and we can't get more than that. But that's enough, and that will also kill... Whoops. That will kill it. And send it to the victory display. And then we have 1 action remaining, which I guess we will use to use our med supply to heal a damage and a horror from a puppy. Or does it work that way? No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem as if... I'm not sure if I can do 1 from both, and I don't have a horror, so we'll do both from the puppy. That's fine. Alright, we just need to... Only investigators in the library can spend the clues. There's 2 more clues. That'll give me victory. The odds that there's victory in the basement. We've checked all these locations, and none of them have it, right? So there's like almost no chance that there's victory in the basement, right? Yeah, so we're just going to try to win. Let's use our free action. First, we're going to need to gain a resource. Then we're going to use our astral mirror action to play a flashlight. Then we're going to investigate at -4, which makes it a 0. And we succeed and get both clues, and then we advance. Okay, some minor mistakes, but we caught most of them. No victory, so cool. So we found the onyx clasp, so we have to make a decision. Do we keep it or do we leave it behind? Well... Oh, shoot, what does it do? It gets trapped in your hand, and it makes things cost more. Yeah, I think we're just gonna leave it behind. Right, it's, alright, it just makes the cards cost 1 more. You know what, never mind, we'll put it in Patrice's deck. Because she could always just play it too. Yeah, we'll put it in Patrice's deck. Alright, well, that's it. We got 7 victory, which is pretty good for this one. Let's see if there's any extra hidden victory. Maybe, maybe not. Remember, Leo will get 2 more, so he'll get 9. No, we just get the regular base victory. Oh, and then we chose... Oh, and then because we chose to take it, we got another conviction. Yeah, no, we take it for sure then. I forgot about the conviction part. So we get a 3rd conviction. And we'll leave that in Patrice's deck. And then we stay with the rogue tokens. So we take out the tablet and the elder thing, but we don't have any of those yet. Okay, and then we would do the next one. That's going to be tomorrow. We'll be doing the Unspeakable Oath. So I hope everyone had a good night, and I'll catch you there.